doing here?
I came to rescue you.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at movie marriage proposals that had us all saying, I do. There will be spoilers.
I have nothing to give you, my hands are empty.
Not empty now.
Number 30. Put a guitar string on it. A Star is Born. A Star is Born has been retold multiple times over the course of more than 8 decades. While each reflects the period it was made, they all center on a whirlwind romance destined to end in tragedy. Jackson and Allie are no exception, but the tear-jerking final destination wouldn't hit as hard if their love story didn't stem from a place of sincerity.
Hey.
What?
I just want to take another look at you.
Jackson's proposal to Allie is every bit as spontaneous as their courtship, making a ring out of a guitar string. It's a fitting symbol of their love, for better or worse. Music brought them together, but their relationship is jagged and not made to endure. Nevertheless, the two tie the knot the same day, diving off the deep end. Number 29. Proposal in Bed. My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Coming from a big family, Tula isn't used to subtlety. Even an everyday family gathering feels like an event, so her wedding will naturally be blown out of proportion, with her family eclipsing the bride and groom.
Dad, the thing is that we just want to keep it small. It's like you'd rather go bankrupt than insult anyone from the church.
Tula, I come to this country with $8 in my pocket to make all this for you. And who knows how long I'm gonna be alive.
Ian's proposal is the calm before the storm. It doesn't come with a grand gesture. There isn't even much buildup. Lying together in bed after expressing their love, Ian simply pops the question.
I don't know how to say this. Will you marry me?
Tula doesn't need anything else, joyously accepting. Of course, Ian isn't just marrying Tula, he's marrying into her family. For this brief, quiet moment though, Tula and Ian are the only two people who matter. It's genuinely romantic, and for a 21st century PG movie that a lot of kids saw, surprisingly steamy. Number 28. 3 Carrots. Anora. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. If only that were true. When wealthy Nepo baby Vanya offers sex worker Annie $15,000 and a trip to Sin City, she naturally accepts. As their week comes to a close, Vanya has another proposal: marriage.
Seriously?
Seriously.
So you want to get married to me, Vanya? You want me to be your little wifey? Yeah?
Vanya needs a green card. Annie is his ticket to staying in the States. While Annie is hesitant, Vanya convinces her that this is the real deal.
3 carrots?
What about 4? Or 5? Or 6?
Going from stripping to sporting a diamond ring and fur coat, Annie's reversal of fortune seems too good to be true. That's because it is. This night finds Annie at her highest of highs before experiencing her lowest of lows. Yet it may put Annie on the path to finding true love somewhere unexpected.
It's good that you're not part of this family.
Number 27. Quarreling while proposing. Little Women. For all their similarities, each Little Women adaptation has differences. Take Laurie's proposal to Joe in the 1994 version versus the 2019 one. In the 1994 film, Christian Bale takes a more restrained approach, holding back his heartbreak as he accepts that Joe isn't his destiny.
I'm desperately sorry. But I do care for you. With all of my heart, you're my dearest friend. I just can't go be your wife.
You say you won't, but you will.
As well acted as this scene is, We prefer the 2019 version, where Timothée Chalamet unleashes all of Laurie's emotions. The proposal feels like a more balanced quarrel, with Jo sounding as if she's talking Laurie off an edge.
We'd be miserable.
Jo, I'd be a perfect saint.
I can't. I've tried it and I failed.
Why does everyone expect it then? Why does your family and my grandpa expect it? Why are you saying this? Say yes. Let's be happy together, Jo.
I can't say yes truly, so I'm not going to say it at all. And you'll see that I'm right eventually, and you'll thank me for it.
Even if she can't marry him, you can tell that Jo sincerely cares about Laurie, making her rejection harder to accept. Laurie does, although he's convinced Jo will marry someday. This is where Greta Gerwig cleverly deviates from the source material.
Trust me, if you decide to end your delightful book with your heroine a spinster, no one will buy it. It won't be worth printing.
Well, I suppose marriage has always been an economic proposition, even in fiction.
It's romance.
It's mercenary.
Just end it that way, will you?
Fine.
Number 26. A Heartfelt Proposal, Braveheart. This Best Picture winner is primarily remembered for his speeches and battles. William Wallace isn't just fighting for the freedom of his people, however. He's also fighting for the memory of the woman he loves, Murren. Adoring Murren since childhood, Wallace proposes with a few simple yet genuinely romantic words.
I love you. Always have. I want to marry you.
Murren doesn't hesitate to accept. The two exchange vows in a secret ceremony under the stars, although their happy life together will be short-lived.
I will love you my whole life. You and no other.
And I you and no other, forever.
Not long after, Murren meets a violent end, and Wallace's death is even grislier. As Wallace prepares to take his dying breath, he finds solace in two things. 1, he died standing by what he believes in, and 2, he's finally free to be reunited with the love of his life. Number 25. The Balcony. The Adventures of Robin Hood. Errol Flynn and Olivia de Havilland were frequently paired on screen. Their chemistry was at its peak in The Adventures of Robin Hood, most notably when our outlaw hero drops by Maid Marian's balcony.
Where does this game begin? Oh, I know. It's simple. We'll start where you're in love with me. You are, aren't you? Because I am with you. Terribly. That's why I came. I had to see you again.
You must go at once, and I don't love you.
Although initially on opposite sides, Robin and Marian have England's best interests at heart. They also have each other's hearts.
Goodbye, my lady.
Robin!
Yes? Please. Then you do love me, don't you? Don't you?
You know I do.
Well, that's different.
Assured of Marian's feelings, Robin asks her to come with him and start a life together, but Marian isn't ready to accept just yet. She believes she can do more good spying on Prince John, showing that Marian is just as much this film's hero as Robin.
Darling, you could help.
I could help much more by watching for treachery here and leaving you free to protect Richard's people until he returns. Now do you see why you have to go back to your men alone?
Once King Richard reclaims his throne, marriage bells await Robin and Marian. We also want to give a shout out to Disney's animated classic, which has one of the most action-packed proposals you'll ever see.
Marian, my love, will you marry me?
Oh, darling, I thought you'd never ask me. But you could have chosen a more romantic setting.
And for our honeymoon, London,
yes.
Normandy,
yes.
sunny Spain.
Why not?
Number 24. A Token of Love. While You Were Sleeping. Lucy's unglamorous life as a fare collector takes an unexpected turn when she rescues Peter, the commuter she's been crushing on from afar. After Peter falls into a coma, a series of misunderstandings leads his family to believe that Lucy is his fiancée.
I always wanted him to find a nice girl. I'm so glad he found you! Oh, Peter.
This is further complicated by the blossoming romance between Lucy and Peter's brother Jack. Once Peter wakes up, Lucy nearly makes it down the aisle with him, only to come clean. Peter doesn't have amnesia, they weren't engaged, and she's in love with Jack.
Jack, what the hell did you do?
He didn't do anything. It was me. It was all me.
Lucy isn't expecting a happy ending, but she doesn't just find forgiveness. She finds love, both from the family who welcomed her into their lives and Jack, who drops a ring where it all started.
I need to ask you a question.
Get down on your knee. It's more romantic.
He's proposing. Let him do it.
I am letting him do it.
Number 23, Like a Comet, A Walk to Remember. Landon promises Jamie that he won't fall in love with her. He fails to honor that pledge, admitting his feelings shortly before learning that Jamie has leukemia.
You know, I was getting along with everything fine. I accepted it, and then you happen. I do not need a reason to be angry with God.
Their star-crossed relationship reaches its emotional apex under the night sky as Landon brings a telescope he constructed to Jamie's balcony. He sets it up in time for Jamie to witness a comet. Much like their romance, it flies by. Yet it's better to share a fleeting moment than to have never experienced it at all. Landon seeks to make the most of the time he has left with Jamie, asking her to marry him.
Do you love me? Will you do something for me then?
Anything.
Will you marry me?
He soon makes another vow to Jamie. This time, Landon honors it, loving Jamie until death do they part, and even after that.
I'll always miss her. But our love is like the wind. I can't see it, but I can feel it.
Number 22, Damn It, Janet, The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I really love the skillful way you beat the other girls to the bride's bouquet.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show is unlike any musical you've ever seen. It kicks off with a proposal that gives us just a small taste of the insanity that awaits. Brad loves Janet, so much so that he's compelled to sing and swear while proposing.
The road was long, but I ran it. Janet. There's a fire in my heart, and you fan it. Janet. If there's one fool for you, then I am it. Janet. I've one thing to say, and that's damn it, Janet, I love you.
Having just attended their friend's wedding, the musical number takes place at a church. Of course, that church is next to a cemetery with a funeral about to occur, hinting at the morbid turn this sweet romance is about to take. In another bit of foreshadowing, a few residents of Dr. Frankenfurter's castle are already watching them in the background. For now, Brad and Janet find themselves blissfully swept up in this naive romance, awkwardly proclaiming their affection. Number 21, Mother-in-Law's Ring, Crazy Rich Asians. On a trip to Singapore, Nick has a few surprises for Rachel. Namely, he comes from money and wants to marry her.
Damn, Rachel. It's like the Asian Bachelor.
Although Rachel loves Nick, she doesn't feel accepted by his family, especially his stern mother, Eleanor. Rachel thus turns down his initial proposal, but she makes it clear to the family matriarch why she's walking away from love.
Only a fool falls for winning hand.
There's no winning. You made sure of that. Because if Nick chose me, he would lose his family. And if he chose his family, he might spend the rest of his life resenting you.
She cares about Nick too much to make him choose. Thankfully, he doesn't have to. Reaching Rachel's plane in time, Nick proposes again. This time, the ring isn't just a symbol of their love. Nick presents her with Eleanor's ring, showing Rachel that she's been welcomed into the family and is more than enough.
Rachel True, will you marry me? And make me the happiest man in this world?
Number 20, Grow Old With You, The Wedding Singer.
Make you smile whenever you're sad. Carry you around when your arthritis is bad.
What better way to show your love than with a mid-flight serenade? Adam Sandler shows us his softer side as wedding singer Robbie in this classic 80s throwback, as he falls for the equally sweet waitress Julia, played by Drew Barrymore. When Julia boards a plane to reluctantly marry her awful fiancé Glenn, Robbie puts together an impromptu performance with the help of a few sympathetic passengers. While he never officially pops the question, it's clear from the lyrics of Robbie's song and the tears in Julia's eyes that they're pretty much engaged at that point. And the next scene is the happy couple walking down the aisle. Number 19, I'd Like to Date You, The Proposal.
Ask me nicely.
Ask me nicely what?
Based on the title, it shouldn't come as a surprise that a marriage proposal plays a key role in this romantic comedy.
Ask me nicely to marry you, Margaret.
What does that mean?
When the bossy Margaret faces deportation, she decides to marry her long-suffering assistant Andrew to stay in the States. Of course, Andrew abuses his newfound power first.
Will you marry me?
No. Say it like you mean it.
While they get off on the wrong foot, these two eventually come to realize they're made for each other.
Things changed when we kissed. And when you told me about your tattoo. Even when you checked me out when we were naked.
It may be a contrived setup, but Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds share such authentic chemistry that it's hard not to cheer when the panting Andrew proposes to Margaret for real. You know, so they can date.
So Margaret, marry me. Because I'd like to date you.
Number 18, As We Are, Jane Eyre.
I offer you my hand, my heart.
Charlotte Bronte's 1847 novel Jane Eyre is one of the most highly regarded works of English literature in history, and also contains a unique and heartrending romantic storyline. This classic tale has been retold on screen countless times, but the 2011 film starring Mia Wasikowska and Michael Fassbender as Jane and Mr. Rochester perfectly adapts the book's proposal scene.
You are my equal and my likeness. Will you marry me?
The script takes many lines from the book word for word, including Rochester's monologue about the string in his chest binding him to Jane.
I have a strange feeling with regard to you. As if I had a string somewhere under my left ribs, tightly knotted to a similar string in you.
Their love story may not be a conventional one, but it's certainly one for the ages, building up to an unforgettable proposal.
You love me. I do.
Then I will marry you.
Number 17, Jackson, Walk the Line.
You gonna stand over there all night, or you wanna come over here and sing with me?
I'll sing with you, Mr. Cash. You sure that's what you want?
Yeah.
Walk the Line was a truly loving tribute to the lives of Johnny Cash and June Carter, even if certain elements were romanticized. After asking June for her hand in marriage several times, Johnny asks her once again on stage.
I gotta ask June here a question before we finish this song.
What's that, John?
June tries to move on with the show, but Johnny refuses to continue until hearing her answer.
Finish the song. People want to hear us sing.
Sorry, folks, but I just can't do this song anymore unless she's gonna marry me.
Coming to terms with her feelings, June accepts the proposal and the two engage in a crowd-pleasing kiss. While it's been said that Cash's proposal to June wasn't quite as dramatic in real life, this scene is pitch perfect from a storytelling standpoint, offering a charming final curtain.
She said yes.
Number 16, The Perfect Proposal, About Time.
Romantic music. Guy with important question. Are you on your knees?
This underrated film from the director of Love Actually tells the story of a young man who learns that he has the ability to travel through time, or at least through his own lifetime. That means he can fix mistakes that he's made by going back and reliving moments again.
Will you marry me? Any thoughts on the answer?
Tim, played by Donald Gleason, uses his power to make sure his proposal to the woman of his dreams, Mary, is just right, though their ensuing wedding is practically perfect in just how terribly it goes.
I think I'll go for yes.
Number 15. Say Yes, Scarlett, Gone with the Wind.
So I'll change the subject and say what I came to say.
Say it then and get out.
After Scarlett O'Hara loses her second husband, Rhett Butler wastes no time proposing to the bawling widow. Scarlett is reluctant to marry anyone, let alone the conceited Rhett.
You really are the most ill-bred man to come here at a time like this.
I made up my mind you were the only woman for me, Scarlett, the first day I saw you at 12.
Nevertheless, Rhett remains 100% confident that he'll get a yes out of her. After laying a passionate kiss on Scarlett's lips, she gives Rhett the answer he's been waiting to hear.
Say you're going to marry me. Say yes. Say yes.
Yes.
Mixing great humor with great romance, this scene sums up why these two are among cinema's most iconic star-crossed lovers. Since Scarlett still holds a torch for Ashley though, her marriage to Rhett doesn't exactly have a storybook ending.
Well, aren't you going to kiss me goodbye?
Don't you think you've had enough kissing for one afternoon?
Number 14. A predestined proposal. The time traveler's wife.
I never wanted to have anything in my life that I couldn't stand losing.
Audrey Niffenegger's hit novel, The Time Traveler's Wife, features one of the most bittersweet love stories we've ever read. When we found out it was being turned into a movie, we knew it was going to be a tearjerker. The story is about a man, Henry, who unwillingly time travels, and his relationship with the woman who will eventually become his wife.
Will you marry me?
Henry sweetly slips a diamond ring onto her finger, and her initial reaction is to blurt out, no, just to prove that she even can, though her life is already predestined.
No. I just wanted to try it.
Number 13. Is It Still Raining? 4 weddings and a funeral.
I shouldn't have come to the church this morning. I'm sorry.
No.
Just as he's about to marry Henrietta, Charles realizes 2 things. Marriage just isn't for him, and he's truly in love with another.
Do you love someone else? Do you, Charles?
Despite never wanting to tie the knot, Charles still wishes to spend the rest of his life with Carrie. Sharing the same outlook, Carrie accepts Charles' earnest proposal to not marry him.
Do you think, after we've dried off, after we've spent lots more time together, you might agree not to marry me?
While their kiss in the rain may be a cliche, this declaration of love is anything but conventional.
And do you think not being married to me might maybe be something you could consider doing for the rest of your life?
Complete with honest, humorous, and heartfelt dialogue, it demonstrates that lovers don't always need to follow the old-fashioned romantic route, but rather do whatever works for them in order to find happiness.
Do you?
I do.
Number 12. Happily Ever After. Ever After.
Perhaps you would be so kind as to help me find the owner of this rather remarkable shoe.
This creative retelling of the well-worn Cinderella story is one of our favorite 90s romances, featuring one of our favorite movie proposals. Drew Barrymore plays Danielle in Ever After, and takes on the role of a real-world Cinderella.
But I would feel like a king if you, Danielle de Barbevac, would be my wife.
This proposal is great, because at this point in the story, Danielle thinks that she's disappointed her prince by hiding her real identity from him. So she's just as surprised as the audience when he gets down on one knee and tenderly places her shoe on her foot, asking for her hand in marriage. Number 11. A Big Proposal. Sex in the City.
Why did we ever decide to get married?
I guess we were afraid it would mean something if we didn't.
While Carrie and Mr. Big officially ended up together in the final episode of Sex in the City, they wouldn't reach the altar until this feature film.
We were perfectly happy before we decided to live happily ever after.
Of course, their wedding doesn't really go according to plan, as Big gets cold feet and leaves Carrie heartbroken again. The two get yet another shot at romance later down the line, however, upon being reunited in a walk-in closet.
That's not the way you propose to someone. This is.
It took almost 10 years, but shippers finally got the moment they'd been waiting for.
Carrie Bradshaw. Love
marry me?
The filmmakers delivered with a proposal that may seem small on the surface, but is actually pretty big.
See, this is why there's a diamond. You need to do something to close the deal.
Number 10, Ring Pop, Deadpool.
Wait. There's something I've been meaning to ask you, but only because you haven't gotten around to asking me.
This movie stands out on our list for not being a conventionally romantic movie, and definitely not being a conventional proposal. 2016's Deadpool is above all else an action film, but behind all the witty jokes and special effects is a simple romance between Wade and Vanessa.
Will you, stick it
Marry
in
me?
Jinx?
These two are far from sappy, so we could have guessed that there wouldn't be a standard scene where someone gets down on one knee with a diamond ring. The alternative is laugh out loud funny, and definitely not PG.
I love you, Wade Wilson.
You're supposed to... So that's a...
Yes! Woo! Yes!
Number 9, The Language of Love, Love Actually.
Boa noite, Nora.
Boa noite, Jamie.
Love Actually may not be the most realistic film, but it never fails to make us feel all warm and fuzzy inside. This scene is a clear romantic highlight, as Jamie professes his love for Aurelia, the Portuguese housekeeper who's mended his aching heart. In order to propose, Jamie learns Aurelia's native language and unleashes his true feelings.
Eu sei que ser louco, porque mal te conheço. Mas às vezes as coisas são muito claras para mim. Não preciso de prova.
Even if he doesn't speak Portuguese, we feel all of the sincerity in Colin Firth's delivery. The cherry on top is that Aurelia has been learning English to communicate with Jamie, agreeing to marry him.
Thank you. That will be nice. Yes, is being my answer. Easy question.
It just goes to show that love is a universal language. Bravo! Number 8, Imperfect Imperfections, Emma.
Marry me?
Jane Austen adaptations abound in cinema and television. There's something magical about the sweet simplicity of this scene from Emma. Gwyneth Paltrow plays the titular character, who is a proud matchmaker that spends much of the story arranging love connections for those around her.
Maybe it is our imperfections which make us so perfect for one another.
It takes her until the end of the movie to realize who it is that she wants to be with. But when she does, the timing is just right.
Marry me, my wonderful, darling friend.
Number 7, By a Thread, Stepmom.
I've got something for you.
In the 90s, Julia Roberts reigned supreme as America's sweetheart. While her big proposal in Runaway Bride certainly tugged at our heartstrings, this scene from Stepmom gets extra points for originality. Where most marriage proposals in movies are big and flashy, this one is subtle and surprisingly honest. In bed together, Luke presents his girlfriend Isabel with a ring box. Instead of finding a ring inside, Isabel uncovers a spool of thread.
You shouldn't have.
Luke, who's already had one failed marriage, then delivers a meaningful speech about what commitment means.
I let that thread break once. This time it won't.
Sliding the ring onto her finger, they promise not to break the thread that connects their hearts.
Will you marry me?
Number 6, Open Me, Serendipity. Most of the proposals on our list take place between a film's two romantic leads. But even though this one features the other guy, it's so cute that it had to have a place. Sarah and Jonathan are meant to be together, but while fate is keeping them apart, Sarah has a relationship with Lars, a new age musician. While his character is pretty cringeworthy for much of the film, he manages to surprise Sarah with a proposal that anyone would be jealous of.
You gotta say yes first.
Even though they didn't end up together, we still think of this one fondly. Number 5, Will You Marry Me? Bridget Jones' Edge of Reason. Although Bridget Jones' follow-up film isn't up there with the original, this long-awaited proposal hits just the right note.
I know there's no music playing and it's not snowing. But that doesn't mean that it can't really be something.
While their rapport isn't romantic in the traditional sense, Bridget comes to the realization that her relationship with Mark is still romantic nonetheless. Mark then prepares to ask Bridget a question. Before he can ask though, Bridget kind of ruins the moment by opening her mouth too soon.
All right. As long as it's not, will you marry me? Oh, God. It is, will you marry me?
Well, I'm not going to say it now. You spoiled the moment.
Caught off guard, she hits the reset switch and Mark finally proposes. This scene is as awkward as it is tender, which is only fitting for Bridget Jones.
Bridget Jones, will you marry me?
Number 4, Mrs. O'Brady Callahan, Leap Year.
You walked away.
I was getting something.
Really, that was a good time to go get something?
Well, yeah, it was actually. I was getting this.
Even though Leap Year is a movie all about the concept of women having a chance to propose to men, it still manages to give us a traditional proposal at the end. After Anna travels around Ireland hoping to propose to her longtime boyfriend on Leap Day, she realizes that maybe they weren't meant to be together after all. She ultimately decides that she wants to be with Declan, the man who helped her while she was there.
And I think that what I need is here. And I came all this way to see if maybe you might think so too, and if you do, well, I don't really have any plans past that, which is new for me.
She goes back to his pub to ask him to be together, and he doesn't give her an answer. He finds her later on though, and offers her his mother's clattering, and his hand in marriage.
What's it to be? Anna from Boston.
Yes. Yes, I will.
Number 3, a breakup and a proposal, Moonstruck.
Have you come to make peace with me? Yes.
Loretta doesn't believe in true love, but she doesn't want to die alone either, and thus accepts Johnny's marriage proposal.
Will you marry me?
Yes, Johnny. Yes, John Anthony Camerari, I will marry you. I will be your wife.
Things get complicated, however, when Loretta reluctantly falls head over heels for Johnny's brother Ronnie. Matters seemingly work out for the best when Johnny calls off the engagement out of superstition.
I can't marry you.
What?
If I marry you, my mother will die.
What the hell are you talking about?
Since he made her a promise, though, Loretta hilariously gives her former fiancé a piece of her mind.
All right, the engagement is off.
In time, you will see that this is the best thing.
In time, you'll drop dead and I'll come to your funeral in a red dress.
She throws the ring to the ground, which Ronnie subsequently borrows in order to propose.
Johnny, can I borrow that ring?
Confusing everyone else in the room, Loretta shifts from being infuriated to being overwhelmed with affection.
Loretta Castorini, will you marry me?
Yes, Ronnie, in front of all these people, I'll marry you.
Number 2, daffodils, big fish.
Daffodils.
They're your favorite flower.
2003's Big Fish is all about parsing the difference between fantasy and reality. So it goes without saying that the proposal in this film is the stuff of dreams.
Sandra Templeton, I love you and I will marry you!
Edward falls in love with a woman he barely knows, and proposes to her several times to no avail. After finding out that her favorite flowers are daffodils, he collects thousands and thousands of them, and places them all outside her house. This grand romantic gesture seals the deal, and convinces her to break off her engagement with her fiancé.
You don't even know me.
I'll have the rest of my life to find out.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You'll have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, You Have Bewitched Me, Pride and Prejudice.
If your feelings are still what they were last April, tell me so at once.
A woman ahead of her time, Elizabeth Bennet refuses to marry just any potential suitor. Despite her initial animosity toward Mr. Darcy, she soon finds true love in the most unlikely of places. As the sun rises, the two at last come together and express their love, ushering in a new day.
I would have to tell you. You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love you.
Even if you've read Jane Austen's classic novel time after time, this scene from the 2005 adaptation will make you fall in love with Pride and Prejudice all over again.
I never wish to be parted from you from this day on.
Everything from the elegant music to the lovely scenery to the genuine performances is simply bewitching, delivering a cinematic proposal for the ages.
Well then. Your hands are cold.
Which movie proposal do you find the most irresistible? Let us know in the comments.
I know this is a far throw from A Hidden Paradise. But wherever you are in the world, that's where I belong.